Hey, how you doing? I want to show you something before we get started here. This is a aircraft at 214 millimeters for 1 second. And the important thing to notice about this is the dual set of lights here on the wingtips. You can't hardly take a photograph of an aircraft at night without being able to see those, and that's for a reason. So having said that, let's check out a couple of videos here. I notice right at the beginning of this thing will double flash. Let me show you this again if I can get it to cooperate here. This thing will flash twice. See that? And that's about all we get as far as it doing things like that. I mean, you can still see it blinking every now and then, but those were some pretty strong flashes there at the beginning. So I thought this was a satellite at first, and I didn't see any more of that going on. I thought it was an airplane, and it doesn't fit into any of those categories as far as I'm concerned anyway. So it's moving along at a pretty good clip there, but it's not giving any more of those real strong flashes like it did at the beginning. Now this is a photograph that I took of it, and I took more photographs than just this one here, but a lot of them you couldn't make any sense out of a heads or tails, one way or the other what you were actually looking at. So let's zoom in on this one here and let me know what you think here. This is different, I'll say that. Not sure what it is. I don't think it's a satellite. It's definitely not an aircraft that I'm aware of anyway. So might want to ponder what that might be. So this was a little bit later on, and I figured this one was moving too slow to be a satellite. Not the space station either. And it kind of looked like it was undulating a little bit to me as I was watching it real close, trying to anyway. It looked like it was moving sort of like almost up and down. So I was trying to get a steady video of it, holding the camera on the tripod there, and then I noticed something else coming up out of the bottom, and so I had to undo the tripod and to try to track the other one. Now this is the other one right here, moving across real slow. I think that actually is something there. And then the more I thought about it here with this bright shiny object that came by that got my attention, I started thinking, well, that's probably just one of Elon Musk's, razzle dazzle satellites or whatever it is he's got up there, some kind of automobiles or something with antennas on them. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I think that first one was actually something. And I took photographs of it, of course. I'll show you those in a minute. And I took photographs of this one here too, but they didn't really turn out very well either. And then I've got something else shows up over here, and I'm like, that's probably an airliner, but it doesn't look right for that. And let me back this up here if I can for just a second. I want to show you something. Watch this thing here. There's a star right here and a star right here. This thing will make a right-hand turn when it gets close to it. Check it out. and makes a right-hand turn. I mean, okay, I don't think that's an airliner, or else those people are going somewhere they didn't plan on going, right? Anyway, I should have stayed focused on the one down there at the bottom, I think, but that was pretty cool. You know, you don't get to see satellites make right-hand turns every day, I guess. But yeah, this is going right up over the top of me here, and I'm like having a hard time even keeping track of these things now. I don't know which way to look, and I'm about to tip over here, so I had to put an end to this particular video here. So this is a photograph that I took at the very beginning of that one that was going across real slow. Remember that one that was going from the right to the left? And so I've got that object right here. And then down here there was something else in the photograph. So let's just zoom in on it, see what it was. Still don't know what it is, but that's what it looks like. And this is that object that was going from right to left real slow. And you can see there's only just a single track of light there. There's no, two wingtips. Can't hide the airline's, wingtip lights. It's got too many lights on them, so it's something else besides that. I don't know what, but that's the way it looks over 1 second. And this is at 214 millimeters. Now that aircraft that I showed you at the beginning where there was 2 light trails, that was only at 143 millimeters. So this is zoomed in even closer. If there were 2 wingtips there, you'd be able to see them. So it gets a little tricky doing these photographs at night, with a telephoto lens on a tripod with a moving object. So I do the best I can do. But anyway, this is the one that made the right-hand turn, and that toward the end of that other video. And like I said, I got images of that one going, the real bright one going across the top there, but they didn't come out worth a hoot. So anyway, I don't know what that is, but that's what it looks like. And then this here, yeah, pretty sure that's a helicopter. One thing I want you to notice here, let me see if I can get this. Whoops, I've done something. Let me see. There's a beam of light apparently coming out of the front of this helicopter. But if you notice, it's not bright like this here. These are the running lights on the helicopter. They're incandescent or LED lights, right? Strobe lights. And you can see them, when you look away from the camera, and you can see them with the camera. But this here beam coming down, you can't see that except for with the camera. So that tells me that that's either an infrared or a FLIR beam being projected out of that helicopter. And yeah, it looks like I gotta go. So anyway, thanks for watching the video and subscribing if you do. Appreciate it. And be sure and take care out there no matter what you're doing. And hopefully we'll get to do this again sometime. Take care.